Hey movie lovers, welcome back to Movixa. Today we're diving into the gritty, violent, and unbelievably weird world behind Paul Verhoeven's sci-fi masterpiece, RoboCop 1987. From rejected scripts to insane suit problems, here are 10 weird facts about RoboCop you've never heard before. Let's suit. Fact 1. RoboCop was born from two different scripts. Before RoboCop existed, two separate writers were developing totally unrelated stories about robot police officers. When they finally met, they merged their ideas into one script. And that script was rejected by nearly every director in Hollywood. Even Paul Verhoeven threw it in the trash, until his wife rescued it. Fact 2. RoboCop was almost Judge Dredd. The production team originally copied the helmet design from Judge Dredd, the British comic icon. The early RoboCop sketches looked so similar that the team had to redesign the helmet to avoid legal trouble. Fact 3. Peter Weller trained with a mime coach. Because the suit covered most of his face, Peter Weller hired a mime coach from Juilliard to develop slow, robotic, almost balletic movements. But here's the weird part. When he finally put on the suit, he couldn't move at all. All the months of work were useless. Production shut down for days so he could relearn how to walk. Fact 4. The RoboCop suit took 8 to 11 hours to wear. Depending on who you asked, it took between 8 and 11 hours just to put the suit on. In one scene, Weller spent an entire hour trying to catch a set of car keys. They kept bouncing off the gloves. Fact 5. RoboCop didn't wear pants while driving. The full suit was so bulky that Weller physically could not sit inside the police car. So in all driving shots, Weller is wearing boxer shorts and only the upper half of the suit. Fact 6. The infamous crotch shot was improvised. In the scene with the woman being attacked, the original script called for RoboCop to shoot the criminal in the cheek. But Verhoeven suddenly yelled, "Shoot him in the balls!" And that bizarre decision became one of the most famous moments in the movie. Fact 7. The MPAA hated the violence. Verhoeven thought the extreme violence was funny. The MPAA did not. He had to submit the film 8 times to avoid an X rating, cutting down the Ed 209 massacre and Murphy's execution. Fact 8. Detroit is barely in the movie. Although set in Detroit, RoboCop was mostly filmed in Dallas, where temperatures hit 100° FF. Peter Weller spent most of his breaks being cooled down with air hoses shoved inside the suit. The only real shot of Detroit is the opening aerial shot, which is stock footage. Fact 9. RoboCop needed music to stay sane. During the drug lab shootout, Weller couldn't hear anything inside the suit, so he wore a Walkman playing Peter Gabriel's Red Rain. He later described filming the scene as wildly, psychotically enjoyable. Fact 10. RoboCop became a comedy pitchman. After the movie became a hit, RoboCop ended up doing some very weird commercials, including a Korean ad where he steals an entire refrigerator full of chicken from a terrified woman. He also did an ad where he works out his non-existent abs on a beach. And that's your dose of metallic madness. If you love discovering these weird RoboCop facts, tap that like button and hit subscribe so you never miss a new deep dive here on Movixa. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one.